a money trail. There are no check payments here, and as you rightly said, it's possibly gone to shell companies. How do you then actually crack the case?
Yes, it is much easier now because of the terrorist financing concept which has now gripped the United Nations and the United States in particular. It is much easier to track these things. And in fact, there has been a fair amount of tracking. I can even identify one bank account which Ms. Sonia Gandhi has, which is called Sarasin Bank in Geneva and Pictet Bank in Zurich.
No, you're making a serious allegation. You know the bank accounts of Sonia Gandhi in Zurich and Geneva?
Of course, I'm making an allegation.
No, you
am making an allegation.
You have evidence?
She has two bank accounts, Sarasin Bank and Pictet Bank. That is my allegation. Of course it is. But the issue is, why is Ms. Sonia Gandhi not being questioned yet? Well, I think when the CBI feels it's ready,
do you have the bank account numbers? You have made a very strong statement. Do you have the bank account numbers of Sonia Gandhi in these banks? Why have you not revealed it to the CBI and Enforcement Directorate then?
Why? Don't be stupid. Why don't you listen to what I am saying? I never said I have the bank. Come on now.
You know the banks.
I never said I had the bank account numbers.
You say you know the banks.
Of course I know the banks. I know the banks, and I know that the Enforcement Directorate is onto it.
Abhishek,
so don't tell me all that. If there is a discussion in Parliament, many of these papers which will be tabled will put you into a great deal of embarrassment. And as the Defence Minister, Mr. Parikar, has said, Rajdeep, a lot of top Congress leaders have got the bribe.
You know, at the moment there are... Dr. Swamy, respond.
We have to
just a minute. Dr. Swamy, the charge which will be made is that there are a lot of allegations, there's a lot of smoke without fire. You've had a long-standing battle with Sonia Gandhi and the Gandhi family, but can you go only on the basis of allegation? At the moment, you're going by this one letter written by Christian Michel, which at the same judgment says there is no evidence of misconduct by either Manmohan Singh or Sonia Gandhi. No. The charge will be made that you are throwing a lot of smoke without fire. Where is the fire? Where is the smoking gun?
You have a pet canned comment on everything. In National Herald you said the same thing.
No, I'm asking you.
Where are you going to prosecute her? Now she has reached. Now you're asking me, let me tell you that I told you that she has a bank account in Sarasin Bank and Pictet Bank. All right. Now the issue is, why isn't the CBI investigating? Of course they're investigating. The Enforcement Directorate is on to it. It is their job. I am not an investigator. I am not responsible for investigation. I have a record of being right in most of these matters. But later on it turns out to be true. Even in 2G the same thing was told. The Congress told me the same thing. Sensationalism, nothing, zero loss. Ultimately what happened, the case proceeded, and people are now being prosecuted in the final stages. I am saying, therefore, the best way to get to the truth to your satisfaction is let there be a free Parliament discussion on it.
No, discussion won't get anywhere. Why don't you ask your finance, sir? Why doesn't the finance minister go to these, send a team to these two banks? You have given the names of two banks. Why don't you ask Arun Jaitley ji to investigate? Should Arun Jaitley not go to these two banks and investigate if Sonia Gandhi has an account there?
You are full of yourself. You don't listen to anybody. You go on saying the same thing. Why don't you do? How do you know I have not asked them? How do you know I have not given them the information? And it's the question of when it is to be followed is not, you are not going to set the time schedule for it. We know that when we have reached the stage.
Sir, I am asking you a simple question, Dr. Swamy.
Not only does bank account.
You have today come out with a sensational claim that there are two banks in Geneva and in Germany where Sonia Gandhi has a bank account.
No, not Germany. Zurich.
Sorry, Geneva and Zurich.
Please don't misrepresent me again.
Yeah, Geneva and Zurich, where Sonia Gandhi has bank accounts. Why don't you ask the Minister of Finance and the government of the day to prosecute, to go ahead and investigate that? Why does the CBI or the Enforcement Directorate investigate what you are saying, sir?
Do you ever listen to people's replies? Sir, I told you the Enforcement Directorate is on the job. All right. So therefore it's only a question of time. We can't go according to your speed as you want it. We have to be satisfied finally that we have absolutely impeccable evidence. We have got leads, and that lead I've told you. And I have been doing this many times over and been right in the end. It's only you doubting Thomases, you have standard canned comments to make on this.
No, I am not a doubting Thomas. I am only raising the question. You have made a very, very serious charge today that the Congress president has 2 bank accounts.
How many times are you going to say that?
Now you need to...
Yes, she does.
It's your government. It's your government. Narendra Modi ji is in power. Arun Jaitley is there.
I agree.
Provide this information to them.
I'll cut you short by telling you I agree. It is my government. It is yes, it is to be done. And it is when it is to be done, I am satisfied that the pace at which it is being done is being done